Happy Sunday, guys. You're going to want to stick around for this one. What's up, guys? Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. Let's dive into some XRP information along with a few other assets. First off, you may have already noticed that the website standardcustody.com is officially live. Your institutional grade digital asset custody solution that stands up to the strictest regulations and unlocks the value of digital assets for institutional investors. Let me provide a quick background for anybody new to the channel. As we know, Arthur Brito, the founder of PolySign, their subsidiary is this organization Standard Custody, and funny enough, he's the co-founder of Ripple Labs themselves along with the XRP ledger. And I know we're already familiar with David Schwartz and the rest of these board members, and I encourage you to go to polysign.io to learn a bit more and scroll down right here, and you'll quickly understand that this has XRP spelled all over it. Antoinette, formerly at Ripple, is the CCO. She's speaking on panels at the International Monetary Fund, 15 years at some of the world's largest banks that both happen to be Ripple partners. David Schwartz, of course, background at the NSA, absolute legend in the space. Arthur Brito, the ghost, and another legend. Jack McDonald, a very well-known individual, the CEO of both PolySign as well as Standard Custody. Interestingly enough, inducted into the Global Custodians Legends of Industry. And then Tim Keeney, the vice chairman retired of BNY Mellon. Head honcho, responsible and led an organization of 25,000 people that custodied 25% of global institutional assets. That means trillions with a T. So this is what's being built for the future of digital assets. And please recall, even on CoinDesk, Standard Custody wins this crypto custody license from the NYDFS. Not a coincidence by any means. New York, extremely strict state, and their board member has Tim Keeney, retired vice chairman of Bank of New York. Can you see the connections here? And please just use your imagination. Yes, we're speculating in a speculative asset class, but it doesn't take a genius to realize that these people's networks are rather large. And also, Cohen Investment to offer crypto custody services throughout a $25 million stake in PolySign. So things are getting started. This happened before the website was officially live on standardcustody.com, and they can officially provide crypto custody services in New York with this new trust charter through the New York Department of Financial Services. Setting the narrative quite nicely. Our New York charter, in quotes, our New York charter will enable us to help institutional clients take full advantage of the digital asset ecosystem in a highly secure, compliant, and innovative way. And PolySign's the big mother company, and out of 5 individuals, 3 of which have a huge background at Ripple. Interesting. And UBS is also a Ripple partner, but I know they're working on a variety of solutions though, just future-proofing. I'm not going to say it's 100% XRP, but this is great for the entire digital asset space, as well as Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot, ADA, every single asset that's essentially getting institutional interest and attention. But anyways, taking a quick look at standardcustody.com, as I want to elaborate on a few things. 1, they're a qualified custodian. They're a fiduciary under New York state banking law. They've been granted this charter, as we've explained. There's no conflicts of interest because they are an independent custodian without an exchange. And interestingly enough, there are segregated on-chain accounts, essentially saying each client of Standard Custody has their own individual blockchain addresses. These segregated on-chain accounts provide greater transparency and oversight, ensuring the clients can easily audit and track funds on public blockchains. Do you realize how big this is? If you don't like XRP, that's fine, but this is amazing for all of cryptocurrency and adoption to mainstream adoption. And I know, and I say this in every video, XRP is the black sheep of crypto. Ripple is one of the most hated companies by ETH maxis and Bitcoin maximalists. And by the way, I love Ethereum. I hold Ethereum and a variety of ERC20s. But when all is said and done, they're going to be thanking this company that they call a banker's coin, even though they do not understand what decentralization even means. And they're going to be thanking Ripple for all of the regulatory guidance and regulatory scrutiny that they've received in order to build and help bridge this transfer of wealth. So while everybody else loses faith, that's fine. They can miss the boat, but I will be here. I have a variety of digital assets. I have my long-term holds that I just don't touch. I have a bag exclusively for trading, and it's not just day trading and scalp trading, it's just whenever the markets provide me an obvious opportunity for a swing. I don't rush the process. And then of course I have my fiat bag, my US dollar bag, my just-in-case money. Because as we know, crypto likes to surprise us with massive crashes, and that is when I focus on dollar cost averaging. I don't dollar cost average when an asset is moving up, up, up. I position myself before the big move. And also from a security perspective, safer and more secure than traditional cold storage. And they explain all of this right here. The only custodian with an internal blockchain, and it's all patented, of course. And of course, these are all the things that they've been working on behind the scenes. While everybody thought that they were lollygagging, they are building. They couldn't care less what a retail investor thinks of them. This is for the trillions of dollars in institutional money. They don't care about the keyboard warrior on Twitter that lives in his mom's basement. They care about building something and bridging the legacy infrastructure to the modern world. Distributed, we understand the benefits of that. Requires no manual operations to handle cryptographic keys, eliminating the risk of employee mistakes or intervention. I really like this user interface as well, but where's XRP? And I understand they probably don't want to list it right now since they're going head-to-head, or Ripple's going head-to-head with the SEC. However, I do fully expect to see XRP up here, considering the president is one of the founders of the XRP ledger. And 3 of the 5 board members of the mother company or parent company, Polysign, have huge connections to Ripple, especially the current CTO. It seems pretty cool. You can have your account in the top right, current prices, your assets, the portfolio allocation, vaults, organization, reporting, address books. Seems sleek, seems simple, I like it. Hey look, they're also SOC certified, just like RippleNet. And any blockchain-based platform or company should be SOC certified if they ever plan to even work remotely with this system. But I do like this: leadership and funding, the best in crypto and traditional finance. Creating inspired solutions to address today's problems. Arthur Brito, the Ghost, founder and president of Polysign, co-founder of Ripple Labs, co-creator of the XRP ledger. And there's going to be comments on this video saying, this has nothing to do with XRP. Whatever you say. I'm more patient than you are. And then taking a look at the board members, of course, we recognize Jack, David, Antoinette, and Tim. And we have these 3 board members as well. One of the gentlemen is a board member over at Bitstamp. And I originally saw Anders L share this, so thank you, sir. And I also encourage people to check out his Patreon for phenomenal research. I did, in fact, retweet it. And yep, he's right. Bitstamp, one of the most important on-demand liquidity exchanges, aka the software that leverages XRP as a bridge currency. And yeah, things are getting interesting. And of course, this gentleman, no surprise, former connections to Bank of New York, executive VP for 15 years. So this is not me reaching for a connection. This is obvious. Just like the charter they received in the state. And we also have John, managing director, 20 years at JP Morgan Chase, was at Chase Wealth Management, SVP over at Morgan Stanley, etc. So yeah, these are the big boys. And of course, Standard Custody is not only backed by Cowen, but we also explained blockchain.com, which is arguably one of the biggest names in the world, Iron Gray, along with CRCM. This looks very familiar. Oh, I know why, because Digital Asset Investor covers them extensively, and I remember him covering them a long time ago, and so he did retweet this again, talking about CRCM Ventures is an investor in both Ripple, Standard Custody, Polysign. How many times have you heard XRP the standard? Words mean things. And of course, this is a beautiful thread right here showing the connections. And right here, Brad Garlinghouse. Ding and the team he leads at CRCM always demonstrated their ability to see around corners and be bold. They were very early investors in both Ripple and XRP, and from those early days, they helped our team in building contacts and growing our network across Asia. CRCM Ventures right here, tomorrow's innovation today. And look who that is, Jack McDonald. Oh, and Brad Garlinghouse. You can see CRCM Ventures right here, and you can see Polysign and Ripple. What a small world. Along with EquityZen, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. And Global ID, Greg Kidd, the gentleman that owns 1% of all XRP, and said when he was at a poker game, he was formerly at the Federal Reserve as well, and an early investor in Twitter. These people are big shots. Said when he heard about XRP and the use case solving trillions of dollars and unlocking all of that locked up money, he said it was like Moses parting the seas, and that's in a quote. And I encourage you guys to watch that interview of Digital Asset Investor interviewing Greg Kidd himself. Type in, Digital Asset Investor Greg Kidd on YouTube. An amazing interview, well worth your time to hear straight from the horse's mouth of one of the early employees at Ripple that is still very bullish on XRP. And here we are again, CRCM Ventures. You can see Brad Garlinghouse on their website as well. Now, what else is happening in the cryptocurrency space? Well, as always, we have a bunch of interesting articles, and I want to talk about a few other assets coming to Coinbase as well. Switzerland's largest bank, UBS. Hey, former UBS executive Jack McDonald was here, and this is a RippleNet partner as well. Says clients have crypto FOMO. UBS, Switzerland's largest bank. Now, you guys remember the old famous picture of Brad Garlinghouse at SNB, Swiss National Bank in Switzerland, one of the countries that is called XRP to not be a security, not a coincidence, by the way. He was on stage with the Central Bank of Hong Kong, the Central Bank of Saudi Arabia, and alongside with Christine Lagarde, formerly the director of the International Monetary Fund, has been on stage with people from the Bank of International Settlements, and of course, Christine Lagarde is now the president of the European Central Bank. And Ripple has obvious ties to the entire Euro system, including Target 2 Securities, Target, and I'm talking high-value payments here, people, network providers and gateways such as Task Group, TAS, and of course, the #1 world's largest banking software, Temenos, with thousands of partners. And again, those are just a few things that I consider. Next up, Chinese electricity bills to become payable using digital yuan. Once again, it is happening. Just like they say in economics, things take longer than you think they will to happen, but when they happen faster than you think. Also, on CoinDesk, I don't know how to pronounce this, I'm going to say Bank Prav, launches payments network for crypto customers. This network will compete with Silvergate Exchange Network and Signature's Signet in the 24/7 real-time payments market. RTP, real-time payments. So this is a crypto-friendly Massachusetts-based bank formerly known as Provident Bank, so I'll pronounce it Prov Bank, giving its crypto customers what Silvergate and Signature already offer: real-time payments that are available on nights and weekends. It's pretty funny. Imagine living in a world where the Internet of Information was not where we're at today. Imagine if you couldn't text your friend 24/7, 365. On holidays, you couldn't, text your friend or call them or send them a picture or send them a message or email. You had to wait Monday through Friday business hours. That's where we are today with payments and money in value and investing. So all I'm saying, and all this channel is about, is quite obvious. Some people think we're insane. I think we're fairly rational. It's just a matter of time before the Internet of Value gets that next push. It's a wealth transfer, just like we witnessed with the Internet of Information. We've seen a variety of wealth transfers. You've seen the app bubble, the .com bubble, social media. All of these have massive rippling effects within them. And history doesn't always repeat, but it sure does rhyme, and this is happening over and over again. Just like there's many bear markets and crypto cycles, and the overall trend for cryptocurrency it's an obvious, massive ascending channel. So provided you dollar cost average, sit back and relax, you're going to be fine, provided that you're in legitimate assets that are here to stay. And also, that's not financial advice, just sharing my thoughts. I have not listed them all. Some of these alts do also include VeChain, and Coinbase makes these blogs saying, hey, we're looking at these assets and we're probably going to add a few of them in the coming months. Well, some of these alts have been in blogs since May of 2020, so I do believe that most of these assets, if not all, will be coming to Coinbase. And need I remind you, this is an article that just came out the other day. In June, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said that he and his team are attempting to list as many assets as possible in the coming months. And there was other hints that they're going to start, instead of adding one asset, a day or every week, acting like it's a big deal and have that Coinbase pump or that Coinbase effect, it's probably going to become a more common practice to see them start, dumping and adding 5 assets in a single day or every week as this market matures. So thank you, Rule XRP, for sharing this as well. James Rule, great guy. And we can see Coinbase is adding support for 3 new crypto assets in July, and these 16 altcoins could be next. So of course, congratulations to these assets down here, specifically QNT. I saw it break $100 again. I know I drew some fib targets a few months back for longer term targets well over $200. Well over. And below, here's a list of the assets that Coinbase has said it is considering. Now, I think this is kind of funny because there's other assets that they've listed in the past, and the list is huge, and some of which include Ontology since 2019. And it's been in like 3 separate blogs, so that's just another one. And that's just another asset that should be due any day now. So we got Fetch AI, absolutely love Fetch. I see it getting a little pump as well today. HBAR, so due. Kava, so due. Ocean, so due. Reserve rights, so due. Theta, so due. Digibyte, Zen, VeChain, etc. So these guys, won't be surprised to see all of them listed in the coming months, without a doubt. And then we're going to get another list of the next assets. So watch which assets start pumping first, because that's almost a sign. At least watch the past few weeks which ones have started to really move. I think it's pretty obvious which ones Coinbase will be accumulating, and most likely they've already been positioned in the majority of these assets. You really think Coinbase just picks these assets, then buys them? No, they're positioned months in advance, if not even years. It's how institutions think versus retail thinkers. I saw the World Economic Forum shared this as well. Thank you, Matthew, L-I-N-Y. How decentralized finance, DeFi, will transform business financial services, especially for SMEs, small and medium enterprises. As we know, DeFi is an emerging tool for smaller businesses in developing markets, particularly for remittances, aka XRP, and small loans. Hey, it reminds me of Line of Credit, which is Ripple's product that allows all the SMEs to actually get loans or buy XRP in credit to send it overseas. I encourage you guys to look into that Line of Credit. It's extremely fascinating. The transaction banking industry is beginning to see DeFi's potential to overhaul the inflexibility of present processes. And last but not least, uptake of DeFi in transaction banking. And this is huge because remember, the three banks that essentially oversee 80% of all cross-border transactions and transaction banking, they make money off these fees. If Ripple succeeds and XRP succeeds in becoming that bridge, it's going to level the playing field and make payments cheaper for everybody. So JP Morgan, Citi, and HSBC will no longer rule the world. And as a monopoly, overseeing the world of transaction banking, all cross-border transfers, which is trillions of dollars per year on centralized servers as well, where trust is an issue, counterparty risk, don't even get me started. And yet people don't like XRP? I'm missing the point. I love Ethereum, but there's so many whales that control the entire supply of Ethereum. Bitcoin, same thing, along with the BTC miners. So at the end of the day, I'm just rooting for crypto adoption. I'm not married to any digital asset, and I encourage all of you to do your own research. Watch a variety of channels. You don't have to agree with all of us. Take what you like, discard what you don't, and always keep evolving and leveling up. But anyways, this uptake in DeFi in transaction banking could open up a new capital opportunity or open up new capital opportunities for larger companies and increase liquidity for SMEs. USDC, the stablecoin, is becoming more widely acceptable, but if you look closely at Visa's use case, I like USDC, guys, but it's not solving all the issues that crypto can do. The financial system is still using a Model T when we have Teslas and Ferraris available. At the same time, the blockchain technology that underlies cryptocurrency and its supporting financial infrastructure are on their way to offering a system of financial rails in parallel to and connected with traditional financial infrastructure. Also, Quantman, thank you for the tag. We can see 7 billion people, 7 billion plus people on the planet, and only about 20,000 smart holders with QNT, just referring to the wallet addresses. And if you guys are curious to look at the wallet address, you can go to etherscan.io. Type in QNT up here because it is in fact an ERC20 token, meaning it resides on the Ethereum blockchain. I saw price pop over $100, so congratulations. And we can see the number of holders or token addresses is 20,000 plus. You also have to consider that some of us holders have multiple addresses, meaning maybe I have some on 3 different exchanges. Therefore, I have 3 addresses registered. So if each holder has 3 addresses, let's just say there's 18,000 holders divided by 3, there could be far less holders in reality, meaning there's much more room for upside in the years ahead. Also, wanted to shout out this gentleman. So we have TomT_crypto. Thank you for sharing this. I did in fact retweet it, sir, so thank you so much. Hope this helps the Flare Networks community better understand the symmetry between Songbird, the testnet, the Canary network, and Flare. Both are complementary and essential for the network. Thanks for your help. And this doesn't even include just XRP. Notice this is bridging and helping the ecosystem and all the trapped money of Litecoin, Dogecoin, which is billions, and XLM. So let's help all the hypesters that are here to make some quick money on Doge understand the benefits of DeFi and Flare networks. And so check out this infographic side by side, Songbird and Flare, talking about the purpose, the asset on the network, discussing the supply. And this is great. I know some people are not happy with the delays and delays and delays. Sometimes this is what happens. And now the XRP community will be rewarded for their patience, because now we not only get Flare, the Spark token, for free, we also get Songbird for free. And you also get DFlare, and then you can swap it into YFlare with Flare Finance. So I see about 3 free tokens right now coming my way, and all I have to do is provide liquidity and take initiative. And if I don't want to do anything, and you just want it to be super easy, you're not even tech savvy, you're, a grandmother, grandfather, and you just want to relax, you can delegate your Spark to an FTSO signal provider to vote and earn Spark without your Spark ever leaving your custody, meaning you own it in your wallet and you simply earn that passively. That's an option. And it starts slow and compounds quickly. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below, and I will catch you in the next one.